everyone. This is your friend Rabbi Kolakowski with another video. Yesterday, the day before, I believe already, we came out with some interesting information. This was something that I had suspected all along, not necessarily about the Southern Poverty Law Center in particular, but in the left in general, that they were behind the scenes funding the very things that they were claiming to be fighting. That the Democrat Party, which has a strong history of racism, was the party that invented the Klan, was sponsoring and funding the Klan, that the party that inspired the Nazis was funding Nazis, and that they were operating all kinds of false flag type of operations in order to do certain things. I certainly was a victim of that here on YouTube, where if I dared to mention certain issues about the election and so forth, which I don't know even if today we're still not allowed to talk about, I got my channel frozen and threats of bans with thousands of videos that I could have lost, God forbid, because I'm speaking my mind about politics. And widely, who was behind that was the Southern Poverty Law Center and other similar groups that were pushing Biden administration and then pushing YouTube and other platforms. I lost my Facebook account because of that. But I saw someone on Twitter who was saying, they were making claims. Oh, look, this is a Jewish plot. It's from the protocols. What do you call the Learned Elders of Zion, something like that, which is a known forgery. And it's just silly to claim anything based on that. And there is no international Jewish plot. The Jewish community is very fractured in reality, to the point where there really isn't a Jewish community, but there are many, many Jewish communities, and each has their own congregationalist polities. That's the fact of the matter. However, the founder of the Zionist movement, not really the founder, but the credited founder, Theodore Herzl, actually had a similar plan. And I would not be surprised if parts of the secular Zionist world engaged in this type of activity as well. I know a lot of people say we shouldn't, bear our dirty laundry out in the world. My only brothers and sisters as a Jew are fellow Shomrei Shabbos. I would even include Shomrei Shabbos as people who go to shul and daven on Shabbos, even if they're driving. But meaning someone makes Kiddush, something like that, someone who has a connection to the Torah, to the Sabbath, in some manner. Not heretics, not atheists, not people who have no religious practice. And so it's not it's not a matter of blood. The brotherhood of the Jewish people is the Torah. And so in this sense, what I want to bring out, though, is that Herzl himself, Yamach Shemo v'Zichro, and I have no qualms of saying that the best friends of the Zionists would be the anti-Semites, and that there would be a symbiotic relationship. His Holiness the Satmar Rebbe, Chusei Gulenu, in the Vayel Moshe, compares the Zionists to arsonists who wake up their victims. But here it might be that they're actually paying the arsonists, similar type of an idea. And is it necessarily connected? No, I don't necessarily believe so, but it's a very similar idea. And I do believe that there are aspects of the Israeli government and so forth that are sponsoring anti-Semitism and general Jew hatred and all types of things, both related to things within the Holy Land and throughout the world, even to the point where particularly I believe that that fellow Tyler Oliveira was probably paid off by Israel based on particularly his encouragement to tell American Jewish people who are either non-Zionist or anti-Zionist, why don't you move to Israel? To me, points that maybe he's, there's always this claim that all the pro-Zionist influencers online get 7,000. I'm wondering if the other side are also getting something like that. I don't necessarily know if there's any veracity to this claim, of this $7,000 claim. I believe there is evidence for it, But I think it might work both ways, that there is funding actually for the opposition for that reason. I'm not getting any of that funding, but I do believe that it's possible, certainly when you have somebody like Oliveira, who's encouraging that because of conditions here in the diaspora, that, why don't you move to Israel type of thing. So it's something to consider. What do you think? You can mention in the comments below. Hello to all those who are watching. God bless. Please like, share, and subscribe, comment, and we'll see you later. All right, how do I